the source of light, that is not about creation. Please recognize His presence and reverence His presence. We are not in an empty space. It's a way two or three are gathered together in His name. He is here to recognize His presence, revere His presence, expect an encounter from and through His presence. It is your expectation that determines what you experience. But if you don't know that you are in His presence, you think you are just in a hall. Forget it. You may leave here worse than you came. That's why I'm just giving you this admonition. Jesus said His name is to be hallowed. It is the reason for our living. It is the reason for life. And we are grateful to Him that is making us to know and understand that it's about Him. Life is all about Him who is life everlasting. It's not about creation. It's not about man. When you have this basic foundation as an understanding, it's the foundation that we have to stand upon. You'll be humble. You will not live under the strange influence of the spirit of presumption or assumption. That He created you for Himself, not for yourself. Not for Satan. Not for principalities. Not for powers. Not for rulers of darkness. Not for wicked spirits. Not for death. Did you hear what I've just said? He didn't create you for death. When we come here, instead of talking to Him, thanking Him, appreciating Him, letting Him know what we expect of Him, what we are gathered for, what we want Him to do, your mind will just be wandering. So that when we even say pray, you don't pray. I want all of you to listen and listen well. You see, when you are in a place like this, and we are saying, talk to God, appreciate God. Please look at me. Look at me. Look at me well. You don't stand and hold chair. Start understanding that God is omnipresent and is God. It's your Father. It's not man. It's your Creator. It's the Creator of all. Learn to respect Him, to reverence Him. That is the meaning of hallowed be your name, our Father, our owner, our Creator, our Son, the owner, the Father, the Creator of all, visible and invisible. Where are you to be highly exalted, to be highly lifted up? You are worthy to receive all the glory, all the honor, all the praises, all the respect from your creation, from us. You are worthy of. Please, I hope you are listening. Some of us are deacons, Some of us are pastors. That is what we do. I'm serious. Imagine standing before a governor, you are in the presence of the governor. Then you are standing. Then you are raising your hand on the chair. You are not sick. It matters. To you, it may not matter. You see, the church is a school. The world is a school. And we are to learn and change and be transformed. We read on Friday, inquire for humility, require humility, learn of what is humility so that you will be humble. For your good. God, when he was here on earth as a man, he said, I am humble. He said, I am me. Then he said, come and learn of me. It's the likeness of God, is the image of God. He said, I'm humble. I am me. Listen, I am lowly and high. Come and learn of me and be like me, that you may find rest. And means restlessness, that you may find rest. Because rest is available in God our rest, and the rest of creation in God the habitation, the sanctuary of his creation, the garment, the covering of his creation, our refuge, our strong tower, our hiding place from everlasting to everlasting. Moses said, in all generations, you are our hiding place, you are our dwelling place, you are our refuge, you are our covering. But we went out of sin in Adam. Do you know why? What I was saying. We thought life is about us. We thought life is about creation. We still think life is about us. We still think life is about creation. So we don't dwell in the secret place of the Most High. We don't abide under the shadow of the Almighty. He said, abide in me. Abide in me. Because you are doing things in me. If you don't abide in me, you can't bear fruit. Without me, you can do nothing. Let me ask you this question. Since you refuse to abide in God, you divert God, you went out of God in Adam and Eve, what have we been able to do on earth? Listen very well. What have we been able to achieve on earth? What have we given back to on earth? Who have we become on earth? I was asking a question on Friday. What does God mean for our presence on earth? I was moving around and asking everybody. We don't know. And we still don't want to know. Even when we come before God's presence, our teacher, we still don't want to know. We don't put ourselves in the position to know. We don't humble ourselves. If you are a student, a disciple, an apprentice, a learner, you have to be humble. Be lowly in heart. Don't have a heart lifted up unto vanity, especially in God's presence. Jesus said, forget yourself and your interests. If you want to follow me as a learner, as a disciple, as an apprentice, he said, forget yourself and your heart's interest. Because you don't know what is love, you don't even love yourself. If you know God as love, if you know God's love that gives of all, you will not be after yourself. He said, forget yourself and what you are interested in. If you want to follow me, if you want to be a student that I'm to teach, if you want to learn from God who is to reveal himself through you, if you are God's property, forget yourself. If you are God's house, God's son, God's priest, God's wife, forget yourself. It's about God, your father, your maker, your husband, your owner, your king, your savior, mystic, and your spiritual, physical, material, and financial inheritance. Inexhaustible, incorruptible. Because it's said to be the everlasting Father of the eternity of the eternities. He said, I'm your inheritance. But we don't pray because we are not students. We are not learners. Our minds and hearts are given to something else. Because we think life is about what God created. We think life is about us. So we are not married to Him. We are not one with Him. We are not subject to Him. Jesus said, I and my Father are one. I am divine. My Father is divine dresser. You are branches in me. Is the tree of life. He said, abide in me, that you may live. Without me, you can do nothing. There was one morning I entered my office. Sister Blaine was there, and she greeted me. And I responded by saying, the great deception, the great deception, the great deception. She asked me, what am I saying? I said, the great deception, the great deception. I was saying the same thing to Lemuel's mother yesterday. The great deception that we can't design. The word of God says, Satan the deceiver is deceiving all of us, human beings. The one deceiving and seducing the whole human race. Revelation 12 verse 9. The one who seduced and deceived Adam to make them to believe that it's about themselves, it's about creation. Telling them that God gave them instruction concerning how they should not eat from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, because God does not want them to be like Himself. The God who created them for the expression of His image and likeness. I want to listen well, because it is still that way with us. We think there is something God does not want to give us. So we will let God know that we are wise, we are intelligent. That thing He doesn't want to give us, we will go and get it. The God who created you for himself, his all, his attribute, his awesomeness, his wonderfulness, his majesty, his glory, his dominion. Everything can worship about them. His fullness. Who created you to be his wife, to be called by his name, to bear his image, his likeness, his dominion, his fullness as his wife. Our act of deception makes us to believe that there's something is keeping from us. He doesn't want you to be great. He doesn't want you to be blessed. He doesn't want you to have what you want to have. He doesn't love you. So love yourself. Help yourself. God does not care for you. So do something about that. There are certain things he has that he doesn't want you to have. The God who said, let us make mankind in our image, after our likeness. Let us have complete authority over everything he created. The God who crowned us with his crown of glory and honor, who made us kings of his nature and class, kings of his character and order, who creates us above everything that he created, who creates everything he created under us. Who gave us the privilege to be his name and express his most excellent name to everything he created, visible and invisible. You see, God's will for your life that you don't know, you can't live for. God's vision for your life that you have no knowledge of, you can't live to fulfill. God's dream for your life that you are blind to, you can't fulfill. God's purpose for your life that you have no knowledge of, you can't accomplish. There are reasons why we don't have faith in God, although we don't know. We think we have faith in God. There are reasons why we don't trust God. There are several reasons why we find it difficult to love God with our entirety that he has given us. We are blind to God's will, God's vision, God's dream, God's purpose for our life. What God has given us through his vision, dream, purpose, and will for our lives, we have no vision. We are blind to. We are not seeing. That is why we make self and what he has created our preoccupation. We make self and what he has created preeminent. We put self and what God created first. And we don't know that is idolatry, is disobedience, is wickedness, is unbelief, is madness, is foolishness. It is death. Because self has no life and cannot give you life. What he has created has no life and cannot give you life. It is death. Because you don't know that it is the true end and scope of life. His life is the reason for life. He is the reason for his creating you. Himself is his reason for creating you. But you don't know him. And you don't want to acknowledge that you don't know him. I was sharing with one of our teachers last week who just had a baby and came to greet me with the baby about a book that I know I will publish. The title. God has been speaking to me about it. He has even given me some chapter. Discerning, deceptive, and destructive religion. Discerning, deceptive, and destructive religion. What is a deceptive and destructive religion? That we need to discern. To discern is to understand, to comprehend, to see clearly. Religion that deceives and destroys. Religious activities that deceives you and destroys you. You know the first chapter. Any religion or religious activities you are engaged in, you are involved in, that prevents you from seeing God's kingdom and his business of expressing his name, that is God for, that is your God for, that he created you for, that he created the universe for. It's a deceptive and destructive religion. Any church activity, ministry activity that hinders you from seeing God, your king, your governor, your owner, your maker, and his work, business, mission of expressing his name, his nature, his life of love that gives of his fullness. That makes you not to see that that is what you are created for. That is what he created all things for. That religious activity is deceiving you. I will destroy you. That church activity, ministry activity, is deceptive and destructive. If wonders are being performed through such religion or church or ministry, they are lying wonders. That is what the Bible calls them. From Satan, the liar, the deceiver, the destroyer. Because it makes you not to believe in the truth that Jesus embodied, exemplified, and taught. It makes you not to see the truth ordained for your total deliverance from imprisonment to what God created that has no life. Yes, because they refuse to believe the truth that Jesus embodied, exemplified, and taught, he will send into their life strong spirits of delusion that will make them to be believing in lies, rubbish, nonsense, waste, emptiness, futility. Are you here? He said that there all may be them who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. God will send into their life not ordinary spirit of delusion, strong one. God will give them what they want because they refuse to believe the truth, learn of the truth, the one with the truth, Jesus embodied, exemplified, and taught. So are they going to be made free? No. They will not be made free from bondage to self, from bondage to less than nothing. They will be married to self and less than nothing. They will not be married to God their husband. They are part of mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, that makes men not to see, even in the religious system of our world, that God is their husband, their wives to God. God is their father, their sons to God. They will not do that as the greatest privilege. Honor of the highest order. Favor of the highest order. That God created you for himself. You are his property, you are his house, you are his space, you are his presence. Last week I was explaining as well in fact what is on this chart. Can I tell you something? Make sure you see what is written on this chart. Make sure you hear. If you worship here, if you fellowship here, make sure you understand. Make sure you believe. Make sure you are in agreement. Make sure you are one with what is on the chart. Because if you come here, you see this chart, you look at it, and you see nothing, you hear nothing, you understand nothing, you don't believe. What explanation do you have for that? Jesus said, having the ability to see, refuse to see. Having the ability to hear, refuse to hear. Having the wherewithal to understand, refuse to understand. In them is the prophecy of Isaiah fulfilled. They open their eyes, they see not. They open their ears, they hear not. They have minds, they don't think. So what does that say? You said, death. The dead do see. Open the eyes of the dead person. He's not saying anything. Open the ears of the dead person. He's not hearing. Spiritual death. Stand on your feet. Talk to God. Talk to him. Give life to the dead. Swallow the dead and everything that moves for dead. Praise dead and resurrection. We have destroyed him that has the power of death. And the Lord was bonded to death and fear of death. Yes, you are born of death. And you are raised from immortality to life through the gospel. Yes, people are abundantly made manageable. Now you pray, and you may have life and have it more abundantly. But the Lord and just people are able to do. And when you out of the grave, and you will live. As I am able to subdue, to humiliate, to serve, to overcome, to conquer. So it is, Lord. So it is. And we are not free because of the sacrifice and death. We have to encounter. the resurrection and the life. You who gives life to the dead. You say you want to hear the blessing of the program. But you may become an emperor. You may be and you are wanted to do. You need to come with me and you have done it. You have one life. Immortality to life. You say the live for you, live for you, live for you. Fulfill your heart desire. You take your heart and destiny. Directly and indirectly against our living for the glorious purpose. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for hearing us and for doing more than what we have asked for. In Jesus Christ's most excellent name, we have prayed. Amen. Please have your seats. The same is the LORD of LORDS, is the KING of KINGS. He is the Lord of Lords, he is the King of Kings. His love over death and everything that makes for death. That is why we need to look and see him as he is. Look and see him as he is. Author, origin, source, beginning of creation, visible and invisible. The Father of all, who himself, by his service and intervention, created dominion, powers, and authorities. The spirit of death inclusive for himself to do with what he wants done. To do in his creation what he wants done. What is it that he wants done? He wants to express his name. That is what is God for. And listen, he has chosen a people to bear his name and live for the expression of his name. even among Gentiles. So that glory, honor, praises, and adoration may be ascribed to his most excellent name. He is on duty on earth, as he said in the book of Zechariah, to ensure that every mountain of opposition, human mountains of opposition inclusive, standing against ego, raising up the people to do his name, to do his glory, express his name and his glory, are made plain. The one thou, O big mountain, before Zerubbabel, you shall become plain, because he forms the mountains and creates the winds. That's what he said in Amos 4:13. The hand of Zerubbabel has been able to lay the foundation for this temple, this house, this Bethel. The same hand of Zerubbabel shall be enabled to bring forth the headstone, the capstone, with the crown of grace unto it, not by power, not by might, but by spirit that is on duty in all the earth that he created. His presence is working. His tabernacle in man that fell and became unfit for his business of expressing his name and his glory. He said, I will raise it up again. I will make it fit again for my name and for my glory. And my name and my glory shall be expressed through it on earth for kings and their subjects that are Gentiles to be reconciled. I will advertise and display my glory through it. Jesus said, the gates of Hades shall not prevail against the raising up of his corporate body of Son for his expression, his manifestation, his death. And God is doing exactly that. Raising up the people for his fullness, that he forgave, that he saved, that is calling, regardless of what is happening in creation, regardless of what is happening inside us and outside us. His purpose is immutable. Actually, it is the reason for creation. It is God's conception that he has given birth to in himself, by himself, before creation. So remove your eyes from the visible, the natural. The visible, the natural is temporary. The invisible is eternal. Nothing visible can make God a liar. Hello? Nothing. Nothing. That was what God told Moses. Stop seeing Pharaoh. Stop seeing his magician. Stop seeing his taskmasters. Stop looking at your state of slavery. Huh? It's not about Pharaoh. It's not about the taskmasters. It's not about the magicians. It's not about Egypt. It's not about your condition of captivity, slavery. It's about me who is responsible for all that. It's about God who created Egypt, who created Pharaoh, and the magicians of Pharaoh, and the taskmasters of Pharaoh. It's about God who told Abraham before he gave him Isaac that he was going to give him children, and that those children shall be slaves in Egypt. The slaves in Egypt, a type of the world, not forever, for some time, for 400 years. And that if God, who initiated the idea of their slavery, will end their slavery. He said, I will end their slavery, their captivity, to death, to serve. I'm speaking prophetically here, to less than nothing, to futility, emptiness. I will end their slavery to what I created, that what I created may not rob me of the glory and honor that is due me as the creator. Many years back at Agori, we are conducting deliverance ministration. And God said, the deliverance He has ordained for us as Zionites will come to us through His word of truth. Not through man saying, yeah, the bad, and return no more. Until you will know the truth if you continue my word, and the truth will make you free. If the Son shall make you free, the truth of your sonship calling by your Father, the truth of the purpose of your calling to be His Son, your work as His Son, your inheritance as His Son, the truth of who your Father is, why it's your Father, what He wants to do through you, His Son, is what will make you free and free indeed. When you know it, when you understand it, when you believe it. When you know that your Father did not create you for creation. When you know that creation has no life, has a beginning, has an end. When you know that it is futility, emptiness, waste. You will be transformed. You will be regenerated. When you know that creation is shadow, it's not eternal. I will end their slavery. I will bring judgments upon Egypt, upon the world. Are you not seeing it? And I will get them out of Egypt, end their slavery by giving them great substance. It's in this book. It's in this book. The name that saves totally, the last chapter, the fourth chapter. To reveal the wonderfulness of His name. That His name saves to the uttermost. He saves to the uttermost. It's eternal Savior. He saves totally. So the revelation, the expression, the manifestation of His saving power as an eternal Savior is the reason for His creating the captive Pharaoh. Is the reason for captivity. Did you hear that? Many of you have lost faith. You have backslidden. You are no longer in the faith. You are murmuring, you are complaining. You just say, come here, so that they may not say you have gone back into the world. You are not here. Because of what you are going through, what you are seeing, your faith is wavering. Because it has no foundation. It's not based on revelation from God's spirit to your spirit. Just based on head knowledge. So when the faith is tried, you can't stand. Like I said on Friday, John the Baptist sent some of his disciples to go and meet Jesus Christ. Because he was in prison and he expected Jesus to come and get him out of prison, and Jesus did not do that. And you know that the scripture says, he will set the captive free. He said they should go and ask him whether it's the Messiah or whether they should expect another. That was where he got his head beheaded. You know what it means to be out of your mind? John, are you out of your mind? You are sending your disciples to me to come and ask me whether I'm the Messiah or whether they should select another Messiah. The people told the disciples, that is the Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world. Follow me. Was now sending the disciple again to go and meet Jesus and ask Jesus whether they should be expecting another person. Maybe I made a mistake by saying that the Messiah, because we are not doing the work of the Messiah. You are not doing the work of the Messiah. We are not manifesting as a Messiah. So I'm not happy that what I said earlier is true. Started changing his testimony. He got out of his mind because of his experience, because of his situation. Has that happened to us? It has happened to us, and it's still happening. Because we expect certain things, and we are not seeing it happening. So we start doubting. I expect God to heal me, and He has not healed me. So is He a healer? Was He made to receive stripes that I will be healed? Was the chastisement upon Him for my peace? Was He wounded for my transgression? Your faith wavering. Did He really come that I may become rich? Doubting. Because your faith is not based on what the Spirit of God has revealed to your spirit. So it has not transformed your soul, your mind, your thinking. It has not converted your way of thinking. You are still seeing from a visible, natural, human, worldly perspective. Moses, I am the Lord. That Pharaoh has hardened his heart and refused to allow you go, notwithstanding. I am the Lord. I have ended your slavery that I initiated mistake before I created Pharaoh, before I created Egypt. Don't just be coming to church and be carrying Bible. God is the author of the Bible. Let Him interpret it to you. Let Him teach you. Let Him talk to you. Let Him show you who He is. As the God who finished before starting, who declares the end from the beginning, who is the source of all, Lord over all, operating all, using all to do what He wants to use all to do for His own glory and honor. Our family cannot change God's will, God's plan, God's purpose. We are told, if we don't believe, He remains faithful. He can't doubt Himself. So don't allow your heart to be a wicked, deceitful heart of unbelief because of who God is. The God who calls forth death from the midst of life, salvation from the midst of captivity, peace from the midst of confusion. The God who ends wars from the midst of sicknesses and diseases, who lifts up the poor from the dunghill of poverty and establish them in the place of abundance. Abundance from the midst of black and white. The Lord is his name. The Lord is his name. When your faith is wavering, the Bible says you can't receive anything from God. There's what we call the fiery trial of faith. God wants to be certain that you have unshakable faith in him. And you should make God to know and understand that your faith in him is unshakable because of the revelation of God that you have. The faith that made Job to say, even if he slays them, I will praise him. The faith that praises, exalts, worships God in the midst of pain, shame, and loss, and silence. In the midst of captivity, they were in prison. After receiving stripes, wounds on their bodies, blood on their bodies, we are told that we are praising God, worshiping God. And God made the ground of the prison to experience quake. The Lord of the earth shook that place. Can you praise God in the midst of adversity? Because of who you know, what you know God to be, who you know God to be, what you know about what he does. Who say, Lazarus, comfort. A man whose dead body was already decomposing, emitting foul odors. They reveal his glory. Now learn from Job. What have you seen? What have you gone through? What have you experienced? Understand his name. Because the name of the Father and husband and maker and redeemer and husband is your name. And there's no honor, no greatness, no favor, no blessing. It was that. If you understand. The whole universe, 1,000,000,000 times, is not equal to that. See, the first lady, God's wife, you, human beings who are lost and dead. The lost sheep of the household of Israel. The lost church. The church of unbelief. In what God says about who he is to us, who we are to him. I said the church of unbelief. The church of Thomas. The unbelieving follower of Jesus Christ. Who does not believe in Jesus Christ? But yet is following Jesus Christ. Is it possible? I'm asking you, is it possible to follow Jesus Christ without believing in Jesus Christ? Because you are not seeing in Jesus Christ, you are following. So a day will come, you will start swearing that you have never seen Jesus Christ. You don't know him. He didn't raise you out of water when you were getting drowned. He didn't make you to walk on water, Peter. He didn't make money to be brought out of the mouth of a fish that he told you to go and get. Peter swore that he has never seen the person they call Jesus. He doesn't know the person they call Jesus. So be careful. Be sure that you are in the faith. Be sure that you are seeing Jesus. You know him. You are seeing him as he is. Be sure that you are not lost and dead to his person. Be sure that you are not deceived. That you know who you believe. That you are not playing, be sure, in the school and battlefield of life. That you are not playing. That you are learning, you are studying, you are seeking, you are asking. Yes, and you are fighting. The faith you are acquiring through learning, through seeking, that faith is fighting, sealing oppositions and contradictions and oppositions and contradictions. Your faith is fighting. Because faith fights. Faith is active. Faith is not passive. If it is based on what God's Spirit has said and revealed, that you know is true, that you know is not a lie, that you know has been done, has been accomplished. You know it's possible for God to lie. You see what life is all about? Now you don't get yourself distracted. You are focused. When I was discussing with Lennon Mother yesterday night, I was saying that we don't ask important questions. So we don't get true answers. So listen to these questions that you are supposed to be asking. Who put you here? Who created here? Who created here, this world? Who put you in this world? Why would he put you here? Where are you on a journey to? Where you are on a journey to where? What has God who put you here? What has he given you? Do you know? The God who put you here, who has he made you? Who has he made you? Do you know? Who does he want you to become? What does he want you to do? Do you know? So that you may not be here for something else because you don't know. That you may not be looking for something else. That you may not be seeking for something else. That you may not be going to somewhere else. That you may not become who God did not create you to become. Hello? Hello? Answer this question. Yes, these questions. Answer it. And ask yourself, am I wise or am foolish? Am I a friend to myself? Am I an enemy to myself? My people, God said, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't know, they don't understand. So Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing. What are they doing? Listen, that we don't know, yet we are doing it. Huh? We hate our creator. We hate our husband. We don't love him. We don't want to be married to him. We don't want him to have our entirety. Yet he created us for his entirety. We don't want him to have our all. Yes, he created us for his all. He gave us his all. God, who is life and the source of life, we don't love him. The length of our days, the health of our countenance, our provider, the provider of every good and perfect gift. We said, the story the that's rejected. We don't want to be close to him. We don't want to dwell in him. We don't want him to be our king, our governor, our leader, our director, our shepherd. No. So, do we love ourselves? Is it true that man is wicked, mad, foolish, stupid, lost, dead? Is it true that man is his own greatest enemy? So, do we need to understand how to pray and what to pray for? Do we need to stop certain things and start doing certain things? Do we need to stop deceiving ourselves, lying to ourselves in the name of religion, in the name of I'm born again? When you are deceiving yourself and you think you are deceiving people, who are you? When you are not true, you are not straight. You are not even true to yourself. Which kind of human being are you? You don't love yourself. You don't love your owner, your creator, your sustainer, the owner and creator of the world, the sustainer of the world, the one upholding, maintaining, protecting, and guiding the universe. Do you feel it? Who loves you with everlasting love? You don't know him and you don't want to know him. You fight everything that is saying to you, no. Be committed to him, be dedicated to him. Seek him first. You hate those things. You hate any such person. You fight them. You are angry with them. You don't want God to tell you, seek me first, seek me early and diligently, love me with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your soul. You don't want to hear that. So when you are that, what kind of journey of life are you making? Where are you making the journey of life to? Who do you want to become? I want to listen. Due to the fact that God's kingdom business of expressing its name is what is God for, and the primary and major reason for man's creation and the universe, it is the reason and basis of eternal reward. That is eternal judgment. From the eternal rewarder, the eternal judge, whose reward starts from his city, palace, and throne, which we are. And his reward is positive and negative. We dwell more on this during the Easter camp meeting. God just asked me to put it down yesterday. And you know why I'm reading to your way? Because of the title of this book. Understanding the name above all names. So that you go and study this book. Let me explain what I've just read. This book too, the first lady, God's wife, man. The name above all names. God created man to be and express. Listen, because God is healing the blind, He's healing the dead, He's delivering the captive, He's raising the dead out of the grave of spiritual death. He's separating us from evil. But we may not know. He's making those who follow him not to continue in darkness. The darkness that soul, shape, and death. The darkness responsible for limitation, servitude, family, mortality. He sent his word to deliver us, to heal us, to raise us out of the grave of death, to separate us from evil, to cleanse us, to wash us, to build us, to mature us. He's fulfilling his promises. He's doing what he has to do so that we may not continue in harlotry, prostitution, idolatry, unbelief, rebellion. That we may not continue as slaves to what he created, as prisoners to what he created. Do you hear me? He's doing what he has to do, that we will be light in this world of darkness as his light. He said, and the light of the world, you are also the light of the world. Is getting us out of darkness, bringing us into his marvelous light, and establishing us as light in our life. To make every form of darkness to be known on earth. That's our mandate as ambassador, as his army, as his bride. Where did God create you for? His name. What is God for? The expression, manifestation of his name. What is the work of God? His work is the work of expressing his name. Are you hearing? They will not teach you this in university, even in Harvard. Because you don't know it. Then, this thing. so that you can help your children and deliver them from the great deception, confusion, delusion, illusion. The great deception, confusion, delusion, illusion, madness. If you say God is your Father, is your God, is your Redeemer, you need to know Him. You need to know what He is doing. You need to know why He's God. You need to know His work. Because what He's doing is what He created you for. His work is what He created you for. His business is what He created you for. And God is saying to us, His work, His business is that of expressing Himself, His person, His attributes, His character, His nature, His image, His likeness. What is it? We are told God is love. Everybody listen well. That is what 1 John 4, 7 to 8 says. God is love. The word says, if you don't know that God is love, you don't know God. Listen, God's love is selfless and not selfish. So God decided by Himself, because of His selflessness, sacrificial, gracious, merciful, generous, benevolent, kind, good nature, not to be God by Himself alone, not to just live as God by Himself alone, because He's not selfish. People want to go to heaven, they don't know the God of heaven, they don't know what obtains in heaven. They don't know the difference between heaven and earth. They don't know the God of heaven. They don't know the work of the God of heaven. They want to go to heaven. You see the deception I'm talking about? You want to go to a place. What is done in that place, you don't know. Who is there, you don't know. The earth He put you, you don't know why He put you on earth. What He wants you to do on earth, you don't know. You are not free. You want to go to heaven. I just want to make heaven. I just want to make heaven. Let me just make heaven. You are a liar. You want to make heaven, you are not a disciple, you are not a mirror of the God of heaven, you are not a student. The God of heaven is not your teacher. You see deception? Paul said, you have come to the heavenly Jerusalem. You have come to the city of the living God. You have come to God of heaven, the rewarder of. But you don't know. So listen, the work of God, the business of God, the mission of God as God is that of expressing Himself, His life of love that is selfless. So He said, let us make mankind in our image, after our likeness. He gives of Himself because He's love. He's not selfish. Is selfless, is gracious. If you are not selfless, you are not gracious, you are not benevolent, you are not kind. Let me anyway, you are not born again. You are not sacrificial. For God so much that He gave. It is not less to give than to receive. I told couple to do thanksgiving in their church because the man is a pastor, because of something God did for them. I told them, have a thanksgiving service in your church and give something to God.